Hi, thank you for coming down. I'm going to show you a few of the jerseys that we have on display at the exhibition in the concourse of the Rock Center. Here we've got an Argentina shirt worn in the famous Hand of God match against England at Mexico 1986. Not only is it a special shirt because Diego Maradona scored arguably the greatest goal of all time wearing it, but also because of the story behind how it came to exist. So a couple of days before the game, it was decided that Argentina would play in their away jersey, but they hadn't actually brought an away kit to the tournament. So they had to go to a local sports shop and find a Lecoq Sportif template shirt in dark blue, which was the national away team colours. And they stitched the badges on at the local sports shop for the guys that played in the game, and also asked the sports shop owner for some material to put the name on the back. So this is not like something I've ever really seen on a football shirt before. It's like this shiny material. So arguably one of the rarest and one of the most iconic shirts of all time, but until a few days before the game, didn't even exist. This is the South Korea shirt as worn at USA 94 in the World Cup. It's made by a brand called Rapido, who don't exist anymore. It's an interesting tournament because there's so many manufacturers on display. Rapido unfortunately did make a couple of errors with the jersey though. As you can see here, the national badge is actually stitched upside down by accident. This Germany jersey is generally accepted by football fans as the greatest shirt of all time. It was originally worn at Euro '88 when the team hosted the tournament, and the design brief for Adidas was to incorporate the colours of the national flag onto the design. It was due to be scrapped for the World Cup at 1990, but we met the designer of this shirt, Ina Fransman, a few months ago, and she told us that Franz Beckenbauer personally visited the Adidas headquarters and insisted that they keep this design for Italia 90. Obviously they went to go on and win the tournament, beating Argentina 1-0 in the final, and it's taken on the cult status amongst football fans all across the world. Football shirts come in all shapes and sizes, and there are many crazy designs out there, as you can see in the exhibit. This one in particular references Mexican culture, and in the design features the Aztec calendar. It's very, very popular with Mexican supporters and supporters worldwide, and was worn by the likes of Hernandez and Blanco at World Cup '98. An interesting recent development is how football shirts and fashion are colliding. This Nigeria shirt here sold over 3.2 million units on pre-order before the World Cup, shattering a previous record set by Manchester United. The Nike template features inspiration from a design worn in 1995, and it featured for the first time in a friendly against England at Wembley in June. Ironically, the 1995 jersey that it's based on was also worn in one game against England at Wembley. Everybody normally associates Spain playing in red, but in the biggest moment in their history, the World Cup final, which they won in 2010, they wore this blue away design. Andres Iniesta scored the winning goal in extra time, and this shirt, in fact, was given as a gift to the staff of the national team, and it features the embroidery match detail and also the printed signatures of every player that was in the squad in the winning team.
The Spanish jersey in the 2010, it's that the better memories for me, or the best memories for me to have it. It's great memories for us because it's the World Cup that we won for the country, and good memories, of course.
We're delighted to bring the World Cup jersey exhibition to the Rockefeller Center here in New York in association with NYCFC. We have over 90 shirts on display, ranging from the early 80s all the way until the current World Cup. We've actually featured Rodney Wallace's shirt from the Costa Rica-Switzerland game, which was worn in the group stage just a couple of weeks ago.
I mean, it was an unbelievable experience. It's the World Cup, so for me it was the ultimate goal, and I was able to be a part of that. I was able to be there in the biggest stage of the game, so it was a true blessing, and I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Representing my country was, it's a huge honor. As soon as you put that jersey on your back, you're not only doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for millions of people back in Costa Rica. You're doing it for your family, and those people who have supported you throughout the whole journey. So, it's It's an unbelievable feeling once you put the jersey on, because you're not only, it's not only you, it's other people, but you know that you're the first line out there on the team. I really embrace where I am now. It was an awesome experience that I lived in the World Cup, and now I'm back in New York, and now I have different goals, it's a whole different mindset. I'm back with the team here. I'm back to fighting with my brothers in New York, and no better time to get started than in the Derby versus Red Bull.